challenges, in our opinion, seem to have overwhelmed our security institutions.
The governors are supposed to be the state security officers of their state.
There is need for us to at least engage the traditional rulers.
We need to do something about our porous borders.
We have to own it from the unit level to the ward level to the local government to state.
Mr. President, the importance of today for us is for us to take action.
Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
The fiscal deficit of 7.35 billion be approved.
Senate reconsiders some parameters of 2022 budget, increases oil benchmark.
The core mandate of the functions of the corps.
And for the second time, Senate passes Peace Corps Bill. Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Inside the Senate and compliments of the season. The Senate on Thursday, 16th of April 2022 proceeded on the Easter break. Before then, it reconsidered the 2022 budget following a request from President Muhammadu Buhari and adjusted some parameters upon which the budget is predicated. In another development, the Senate held a valedictory session for 3 senators who are bowing out to serve the nation in other capacities. Details of these and more form our package this week. I am your regular host, Hussaina Amina Abuki. Please stay tuned.
The Senate to send a message to the President
to reap opportunities from that.
Today is a matter of urgent public importance,
And we are aware that when this particular motion comes up,
for a longer term development, arise to second the motion.
Those in favor of this prayer say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Welcome back. Before the Senate proceeded on the Easter break last Thursday, the 14th of April 2022, it considered many issues of national interest. Amongst them was a letter from President Muhammadu Buhari seeking Senate's nod to adjust some of the parameters on which the 2022 budget is hinged.
These developments include spikes in the market price of crude oil, aggravated by the Russian-Ukraine war, significantly lower oil production volume due principally to production shut-ins as a result of massive theft of crude oil between the production platforms and the terminals. I seek the cooperation of the National Assembly for expeditious legislative action on this request. Please accept the single Senate President the assurances of my highest consideration. Yours sincerely, Muhammadu Buhari.
In a letter read by the Senate President on Tuesday, the 12th of April 2022, President Buhari sought Senate's approval for an increase in the estimated provision for petrol subsidy in the 2022 budget from 3.557 trillion naira to 4 trillion naira, with reason being the suspension of subsidy removal at a time when high crude oil prices have elevated the subsidy cost, thereby eroding government revenues. The President in the letter also sought an increase to the oil benchmark from $62 to $73 per barrel, as well as a reduction of oil production volume from 1.883 million barrels per day to 1.600 million barrels per day. Acting on the letter, the Senate referred it to the Joint Committee on Finance and Appropriation for more legislative action to report back as soon as possible. After a thorough job, the report of the committee was presented by the chairman, Senator Solomon Olamilekan, Thursday, the 14th of April 2022. One of the components of the report was the 2022 revised fiscal framework.
Recommendation 1. The oil benchmark of $73 per barrel be approved. 2. The oil production volume of 1,600,000 per day be approved. Petroleum motor spirit subsidy of 4 trillion be approved. A cut in the provision for federally funded upstream budget by 200 billion naira be approved. Domestic debt service provision of 76.13 billion and the net reduction in the statutory transfer of 66.07 billion be approved. The fiscal deficit of 7.35 trillion be approved.
The report was debated.
I believe firmly that we should not approve this reverse fiscal framework, as it spells doom for the Nigerian economy. We need to do more work and we need to ask questions. One of the questions we need to ask, Mr. President, is what have we been doing to reduce oil theft? So I don't think it's something we just flip over and move on to approve.
As we take advantage of the increase in the oil price arising from all these global plays, I think it's of serious concern that we can't also take advantage of the volumes that should also compensate. Because in a situation like this, you just don't take advantage of the price increase alone. You also take advantage of the volume. So the assumption around reduction of the volume from 1.8 to 1.6 or to 80,000 barrels is a major concern. The excuse around the oil theft, I don't think is something that we should accept.
I'm requesting, with the approval of my colleagues, that we set up a committee to investigate this oil theft.
The following is the membership of the committee. Senator Abasi Albert Akpan, Chairman. Senator Yusuf A. Yusuf, Member. Senator Solomon Adiola, Member. Senator Kabir Gay, Member. Senator Mohamed Adamaleru, Member. Senator George Thompson Sekibo, Member. Senator Gabriel Suswam, Member. Senator Kashim Shatima, Member. Senator Aliyu Sabi Abdullahi, Member. Senator Ali Ndume, Member. Senator Stella Odwa, Member. Senator Sani Musa, Member. And Senator Ibrahim Gobir, Member.
With this, the report was considered and adopted in the Committee of Supply. With the adoption of the report, the need also came up for an amendment to the Appropriation Act, which was earlier on referred to the Committee on Appropriation, headed by Senator Barrow Jibrin, under the title 2022 Appropriation Act Amendment Bill 2022. Having worked on it, the report of the outcome was presented to Senate plenary same day with the following recommendations.
The committee recommends the amendment of the 2022 Appropriation Act as follows. A bill for an act to authorize the issue from the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federation the total sum of 17 trillion 319 billion 704 million 91,019 naira only, of which 7 trillion 108 billion 621 million 131,849 naira only is for recurrent non-debt expenditure, while the sum of 5 trillion 415 billion 206 million 438,523 naira only is for contribution to the Development Fund for capital expenditure.
He added that provisions for federally funded upstream projects being implemented by the federal government was cut by 200 billion naira from 352.80 billion naira, while the projection for revenue was raised by 400 billion naira. After comment by the lawmakers, the report was considered in the Committee of Supply, leading to the passage of the act as recommended.
We expect the government, the executive side, to ensure compliance with this act when it is signed by Mr. President. That is to say that MDS should only carry out expenditures that have been approved in the budget.
Meanwhile, the two senators who were recently elected to the leadership of the APC, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, representing Nasarawa West Senatorial District, and Senator Abubakar Kyari, representing Borno North Senatorial District, have formally tendered their resignations from the Senate. They made the announcement in separate letters read on the floor of the Senate by the Senate President on Tuesday, the 12th of April 2022. First to be read was the one from Senator Abdullahi Adamu, representing Nasarawa West Senatorial District and Chairman, Senate Committee on Agriculture and Rural Development, who was elected National Chairman of the APC.
With utmost respect and appreciation, informing you that consequent upon my victory as National Chairman at the just concluded convention of our great party, the All Progressives Congress APC, on the 26th of March 2022, I hereby formally resign as a Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, representing Nasarawa West Senatorial District with effect from 1st April 2022.
The second letter was from Senator Abubakar Kyari, representing Borno North Senatorial District and also Chairman Senate Committee on FCT, who was elected to the position of Deputy National Chairman North of the APC.
I'm writing formally to inform Your Excellency of my resignation from the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as the Senator representing Borno North Senatorial District. This is as a result of my victory at the convention of our party, the All Progressives Congress APC, on the 26th of March 2022, where I emerged as the Deputy National Chairman North.
This brings to 3 the number of senators who have resigned from the Senate, the third being Senator Muhammad Hassan Nasiha, who represented Zamfara Central Senatorial District under the APC. He resigned on Tuesday, the 1st of March 2022, as a result of his new position of the Deputy Governor of Zamfara State. Let's take a break to open our notebook segment. Stand by for our topic of the week.
Legislative oversight is a key aspect of the work of the legislature, carried out by the legislature on government policies in general and budget processes in particular. It ensures that governments perform their duties efficiently, democratically, and in a fiscally responsible manner. Through legislative oversight, the legislature is able to observe the conditions of the ministries, departments, and agencies and physically conduct on-the-spot inspection of the projects being executed and offer suggestions where necessary.
The only way out of the pandemic is for the population to observe the recommended measures advised by the NCDC. The Senate Committees on Health and Primary Health Care and Communicable Diseases will continue to engage with the Federal Ministry of Health and the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19.
Welcome back. As a result of the resignation of 3 senators, namely Senator Abdullahi Adamu, Senator Abubakar Kyari, as well as Senator Muhammad Hassan Nasiha, the Senate resolves to hold a valedictory session in their honor on Wednesday, the 13th of April 2022. The report, alongside others, are presented as compiled from our studio.
During the valedictory session, Senate leader Senator Yahaya Abdullahi set the ball rolling with these opening remarks.
Senator Abdullahi Adamu is one of the builders of modern Nigeria, as we know it today. He was appointed member of the National Constitutional Conference, convened by General Sani Abacha administration, which was follow up to the processes that were giving birth to the democratization of Nigeria. Senator Abukari is representing Borno State. We say is because his seat has not yet been declared vacant by the Senate President. He may have to do it maybe reluctantly, very soon. But it's a person whose presence I think all of us have missed in this great chamber.
This was followed by various comments as senators extolled the virtues of their colleagues.
And I thank my colleagues, especially I thank the party, All Progressive Congress, for making the choice of their chairman. He came here as a PDP senator and now taking over the APC to do the great job that Nigeria has thrust on his shoulders.
I rise to shower my commendations on my colleague, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, and also my colleague Abu Kari and Senator Hassan Gusso, who is now the Deputy Governor of Zamfara State.
Senator Adamu was our colleague when we were governors, and it was between us and the other governor of Akwa Ibom that we decided to put him as governor, chairman of Governors Forum, because of his leadership qualities. My friend Abu Kyari I have known for over 40 years, very closely, both him and his family. And I'm sure he will assist Governor Adamu very well in running of our party. I've known Senator Hassan when I was governor, I was commissioner. And I believe that he will assist his governor.
Distinguished Senator Adamu Abdullahi, Distinguished Senator Abu Kyari, Distinguished Senator Hassan Mohammed Gusau, take it that I'm also congratulating you like the rest of our colleagues. And I just want to appeal on behalf of everybody in the word of Kenny Rogers, let us allow them to live in a blaze of glory.
After more comments, the senators in whose honor the session was held took turns to express their gratitude.
I want to thank Almighty God for this honor. My gratitude to God will not be complete if I do not thank our President Muhammadu Buhari. You led our colleagues through the caucus of this chamber, the APC caucus, to give their support, which added more than ordinary value to the decision to have me as the national chairman of our great party. I thank you all.
I wish to express my profound appreciation to the leadership of the Senate for the confidence it reposed in me to serve as the chairman, Senate Committee on FCT, and the leadership, most especially my Senate President, throughout these 3 years. It dawned on me that the legislature is indeed home of all Nigerians. I'm indeed very much humble. I'm extremely grateful by the trust continually reposed in me by my constituents and family to act as a voice in advocating for their social, economic, and political rights.
I would like to use this opportunity to express my appreciation to the love you shared with me while I'm here as a senator.
Senate President Ahmed Lawan gave the final words.
We will continue to be available to you anytime you need any member of the Senate, most especially the APC. And in fact, even if you want somebody from the PDP, we are prepared to give you to go and serve for a special function.
This is a lead debate for an act.
Meanwhile, several bills were presented for second reading last Tuesday. One of them, the Immigration and Prison Service Board 2004 Repeal and Reenactment Bill 2022, is sponsored by the Senate leader, Senator Yahaya Abdullahi. According to him, the act seeks the establishment of a board that will bring under one umbrella the Civil Defense Corps, Correctional Service, Immigration Service, as well as the Federal Fire Service.
This bill, which mainly provides for effective and comprehensive legal and institutional framework for the policy regulation of the courts and other services by the board, contains 4 parts with 31 sections.
After second reading, the bill was referred to the Committee on Interior to report back in 4 weeks.
To lead the debate on the bill for an act.
Another bill presented for second reading same day was the Army Color Prohibition of Use Act 1977 Amendment Bill 2022, sponsored by Senator Uche Ekunife.
In the last 10 years, this country has faced enormous challenges of insecurity. In recent times, you run into people wearing military combat uniforms in public places, and you begin to wonder whether they are truly military men or not. This infraction must be approached with the seriousness it deserves. In this time of serious insecurity in our country, it is important that one recognizes who is a soldier and who is not a soldier. The amendment seeks to increase the fine for violation of the Principal Act from 200 naira to 500,000 naira, and not less than 1 year imprisonment to serve as a deterrent in line with the present realities of criminalities that we are confronted today in our nation.
In cases of banditry, kidnapping, and so on, almost in 99% of the cases, these bandits are wearing army uniforms. So much so that if you now see a checkpoint, you don't know whether it is mounted by genuine military officials or these bandits. So in the light of that distinction, Mr. President, I think the penalty should be made much, much higher.
I believe that when we take this very seriously, it will also enhance the measures that we are taking to curb the insecurities we have in this country.
After the debates, the bill scaled second reading and referred to the Senate Committee on Army to report back in 4 weeks. In the same vein, several bills also scaled third reading and were passed same Tuesday. Amongst them was the Nigerian Hunters Council Establishment Bill 2022. The report of the Committee on Interior, which worked on the bill, was presented by Senator Suleiman Umar on behalf of the sponsor, Senator Kashim Shettima, who is also the committee chairman.
The core mandate and functions of the Council, among others, are to prevent and detect crimes, illegal activities going in our forests. There is a need to harmonize all hunters groups and associations in order to be captured and incorporated into the framework which will further foster peaceful coexistence and accountability of activities in our forest landscape.
The report was considered clause by clause in the Committee of the Whole, following which it scaled third reading and passed. Also presented for third reading was the Nigerian Peace Corps Establishment Bill 2022. The bill dates back to the 8th Senate, which passed it for third reading in 2017, but it was declined assent by the President in February 2018 for security and financial exigencies, as well as the fear that it would duplicate the functions of existing security bodies in the country. In spite of this, however, the bill was again reintroduced to the 9th Senate under the sponsorship of Senator Ali Ndume in 2019, read a second time in 2020 and referred to the Committee on Interior, which worked on it. The report on the committee was presented by Senator Sadiq Suleiman Umar on behalf of the committee chairman.
The core mandate of the functions of the Corps, among others, are to develop, empower, and provide gainful employment to Nigerian youth in order to facilitate peace, community services, volunteerism, nation building, maintenance of discipline at all levels of educational institutions.
This was followed by a clause-by-clause consideration of the report in the Committee of the Whole. The bill scaled third reading and passed.
Those were reports from Senate proceedings just before it recessed for the Easter. Plenary is set to resume on Tuesday, the 26th of April 2022. We shall take our profile segment next. Stand by for our Senator of the Week.
Senator Jaribe Agom Jaribe represents Cross River North Senatorial District on the platform of the PDP. Born in Ogoja local government area of Cross River State on the 9th of December 1970, Senator Jaribe attended the School of Basic Studies Port Harcourt in River State, where he obtained his West African School Certificate WASC in 1990. He also earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Chemistry from the University of Calabar, Cross River State in 2004. He was Managing Director of Larger Enterprises Limited. He joined politics and served as an executive committee member of the PDP in Cross River State. He also served as a member of the Shopi Committee in Cross River State. He contested and won election as Honorable Member of the House of Representatives, where he represented Ogoja Yala Federal Constituency and served 2 terms from 2015 to 2019, as well as from 2019 to when he contested to the Senate to fill the vacancy created by the demise of Senator Rose Oko on the 23rd of March 2020. He was denied victory in that election. As a result, he contested to the Supreme Court, which eventually ruled in his favor and he was sworn in on the 15th of September 2021 to represent Cross River North Senatorial District of Cross River State. Senator Jaribe is a member of several committees of the Senate. His legislative interests include oil and gas development, financial accountability, education, as well as human resources development.
This brings us to the end of this week's edition of Inside the Senate. Join us next week for another edition, and thanks for watching.